Welcome, everybody, to Three Fat Truckers. We're your hosts. I'm Bill. Joining me, as always, are my fantastic co-hosts, Dave and Steve. How's it going, guys?
Hey, we're back. We made it through New Year's. A little loud, am I?
Oh, I need to turn my gain down. I just lost my eardrums, you peckerhead.
Well, don't turn the game down.
And hey,
turn the volume down.
I'm Steve. Good day, everyone. Enjoy the show.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Hanging out in Britain? Good day.
Good day.
Great.
Hey,
Good day, mate.
I don't think they say good day, mate, in Britain. But,
They say bloody day, mate.
oh my. On that note,
Yep.
this
I'm
is
turning
episode,
him back a little bit. Goodness.
This is episode 25, recorded on
Hold on.
Saturday.
Bump brakes. Are you positive what number it is?
This is 25.
I had to think a little bit when I was putting
Bunty.
out the TikTok there. I'm like,
Ticky
20.
tock.
Okay, yeah. It was 25.
Tic-tac, ticky-tac.
Ticky tack.
Right. Recorded on January 14th. That is a Saturday, 2023. Show notes.
In the year of our Lord.
The year of our Lord.
Yes. How did you guys do on?
Historians in London will call me a liar.
How did you guys end
History
up
was
doing
written
on
by those who hanged heroes.
Friday the 13th yesterday? See, you all got your
Well,
toes and
I'm going
fingers.
to tell you right now, Dave.
Yeah.
It's usually my lucky day.
Usually.
And some son of a bitch in Maine won.
Hey, my
haven't-
tickets look
I
the
haven't
same
che-
way.
I haven't. These are Kentucky tickets.
I know. I
haven't-
got mine
haven't-
down there too.
Did you? I haven't checked them yet. I
You
could
know
be
you'd
a
have had to
measly
drive all the way
$1 million
down there
winner.
to
I
get-
don't know. You know.
You'd have had to drive all the way to Kentucky to get your 700-some million, Dave.
Oh,
I
Dave,
know.
You mail me a ticket. I'll pick it up for you. No, my favorite thing was I think it was Daniel Tosh. He goes, his neighbor comes over and says, "Daniel, I just won the lottery." He goes, "Really? Have you told anybody?" He said, "No, you're the first one." And he goes, "Oh, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you can incinerate a body in a fireplace."
Yeah.
I heard the pigs eat everything.
That's
Except for
right.
Teeth and hair.
By the way,
Well, you didn't
if
got
I'd-
either, Bill, so you're... I could have that one.
we have the winning lottery ticket. I don't think everybody goes, "What will you do first?" I said, "First thing I'll do, call Brinks, because I don't want to hold this son of a bitch in $300 or what is it, $3 billion
That
piece of
would be the
paper."
most
It was $1 billion, yeah.
stressful drive down to Indianapolis and back that you would ever
Tape that
have.
some bitch to the inside of your leg on your thigh.
I mean, imagine you roll the window down, you got the damn thing sticking out of your
out the-
pocket.
You had to smoke the damn cigarette, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Golly.
You farted in the truck, and now I got to have some fresh air, and now we're broke again.
Oh, man. They had a couple different things like that for the lottery. Giving people, if you did win, this is what you should. These are the 10 things you do in a row.
Yeah.
And it tells you, don't tell nobody.
Nope.
Don't sign the ticket.
Nope.
Lock it up.
No,
Put it
you're
away.
supposed to sign the ticket.
No, they tell you not to now.
Why?
Not the lottery company. Legal people tell you not to sign it. And I don't remember why they said not to, but they said not to sign it. Lock it away. Don't tell nobody. Get a hold of an accountant that handles that type of larger sums of money.
And a lawyer.
And a lawyer. Yeah, just to go through all the steps. And then they said, buy a new phone, change your number.
Get you one of them burner phones right away.
Yep. Be like that guy every day pulling apart, taking the SIM card. Okay, give me a new one.
Need a new one.
You know what though? I'd put that in the bank. You know how they put a hold on that, and
Yeah. We got to hold this for 10 days
I'll
before
tell
you
you
can
what.
get at.
Kroger's going to charge you $10 to cash that.
I'll tell you what. I'd probably go to work for a couple weeks, albeit with a slightly different attitude.
I don't know if I would go to. I would have to say. I
tell
think
you
my
what.
daughter got hit by a car, and I have to go down to Florida for a couple weeks.
I want to
All
know
I know
what it's
is that-
like to go to work with $700 million in the bank.
If somebody cuts me off, they're going in the fucking ditch. I'll tell you right now.
But then you could look at your $700 million from a jail cell, and that ain't gonna be as
That
fun.
ain't cool. That
You'd
won't help
never see
nobody.
a jail cell, Dave. I'll tell you right now with $700 million. I don't give a shit who you are. They'd say money don't. Yeah.
Bernie Madoff did. Oh, we got a spill. We got one down.
Party foul. Party foul.
Oh my God, we got liquor down.
Nope, just pop.
Oh,
So,
Well,
hey, Steve.
yeah.
I just noticed Bill changed his shirt.
you just now noticed.
Oh,
that?
I already knew that, Dave. That's
Yeah.
the same shirt he has on in every video.
I know, but he says the other one makes his face look too light. I think he's got good color.
I think it makes
I
his
do
cheeks
now
look
because
all
I got
rosy.
this shirt on.
No, you had good color
Dave,
before.
He
Here,
keeps that on a hanger right there beside him, and he's never washed it.
well, the washer's
it
only
gets
like 5
washed.
feet.
Yeah, wait, no, hold on. You hear the dryer?
No.
It's right next door to
No,
me.
I've been.
Now you can hear my furnace.
Oh. Well, I had to yell at the freaking dog earlier because he was barking like a son of a gun.
What's the deal with the gas? I got my gas bill this month again. Man, it went up again. What is up with that?
Okay, I got something. We have a format. I'm going to trash somebody.
You got an axe to grind?
Yes.
He got an axe to grind?
The propane company down here that
Oh.
our tank was with was bought by a large conglomerate called AmeriGas.
Yes, I've heard
You
of that.
call their phone number, it hooks to a universal call-in station that is in India.
Oh, take
Oh,
calling
Everybody you talk to sounds like this.
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today, my friend?
And I'm on hold.
This is Bob.
I did this 4 or 5 different times and was on hold for an hour and a half. And they are just snotty. They can't understand you. They can't hear you. The connection's terrible. So the one time I called in, I said, she goes, hello, she's talking, and I'm like, so I put the accent on, and
Hello.
she was, hello, I cannot get to my gas. I don't know why they haven't not delivered to my geese. And she's the nicest person ever to me. Oh, and I'm so sorry, Mister.
You're not
Oh.
random fat white guy no more.
Oh yeah. And she's like, "Oh, and we'll get right back on that," And I'm like,
Ooh.
and I said, "Did you charge me an emergency fee that it did not show it up?" And she's, "Oh, I took that right up there for you. I'm so sorry."
She's so good, my friend.
And okay, and
A
we
little bit
still
of white
didn't get
discrimination.
it was another day or two, and we still didn't get a delivery. It was almost 2 weeks, and we still didn't get a delivery. And
Have
we
you
were
got it
on the
yet?
emergency list for running out of gas before that big storm came. Well, a couple weeks ago. And you try and call the corporate office when you Google that, and it's still the same kind of phone number that goes. It shows all these white guys and who's the vice president, who's the CEO of this company, and everything. And there's not one person that doesn't have a Indian accent that you speak with. And
Well, the
I
call
got
center is
I
not.
have. Well, I know, and I have. Indian people have to have jobs too. I understand that, and I have nothing against that. I'm not being racist or anything like that. Like I said, we always are here to offend everybody.
Yeah,
But
and we promise
when
we
they
will.
tell you
Don't
they're gonna
offend
do
my
something
butt.
and they never ever show up, we finally just called them, said, "Come get your tank, cancel our credit card, cancel our order. We don't want it." Oh, what is the problem? I'm like, "Thank you, have a nice day," and I just hung up. We're done.
So you're out there with your 20-pound gas
AmeriGas,
bottle off
if you
your
hear
grill.
this, your customer service and your call-in is atrocious.
You're saying they suck, huh?
Oh, the thing is, get on the internet and look. There's millions of civil lawsuits against this company for people running out of gas, having stuff ruining
It's
their
a
home.
long drive
Oh,
from India to get the gas here.
Oh my God, they're out of
It's
Massachusetts.
well,
I
that's where
think.
the
Oh, it
picture
was
was
just-
taken.
Oh my God, it was just.
India, they come in with the propane.
It's just one of them companies that they're
So-
phoning it. They're phoning it in.
So you don't
basically.
have Hoosier propane like we do up here?
I bet you they could deliver it faster than these assholes.
Well, so
A state away.
who is handling getting the contracts for these companies? Is it the county or who do you have recourse with? As far as
Obviously,
that?
obviously nobody because nobody.
Well, it's
wants to
propane. You're,
accept it.
you're just individual. You can go out and get anybody to come to your gas. It's
So
not
you
a,
hired
Oh,
these people yourself?
yes.
No, I did not hire them at all. They bought a company that when we purchased the property, there was a tank here.
Okay.
The company that owned that tank must have
Sold
sold out.
Okay.
Okay. So nobody can fill that tank except for the company that owns it.
Right.
They can come get
So
it.
if you don't own your own tank, you have to have that one company that owns the tank fill it. But nobody else can fill it.
You mean in all them garage doors you can't find a damn tank and just buy one and be done with it?
Oh no, I'm fixing the problem. Trust me.
I got a 100-pounder in the backyard. If you want, you can come get it.
Oh my God, 325.
It's kind of heavy. It's full.
Oh, I know.
I took
was
a-
gonna buy a couple brand new hundreds there at Lowe's,
I-
and I'm like,
So do you
You
have
can go to Tractor
choices?
Supply.
Do you have other choices as far as gas companies around there, or
yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to keep with a local
Well-
company, not a big conglomerate. The other big ones besides Amerigas is a company called Feral Gas,
Yeah.
and they are atrocious also.
By the way,
I
Bill.
had them when I was in Indiana, and it was just terrible.
By the way, Bill, of somebody that's never lived out in the country, the gas is a little different than it is in the city.
Oh,
We don't have city gas.
It's funny you say that because when I was a kid, I didn't know what those tanks were there for when we would go out in the country.
They're
And
right like
They were
cowboys.
they were painted like a big corn cobs, all you seen, right?
No, I thought everybody in the country. I remember asking my dad one time, why does everybody in the country own a little submarine in their backyard?
Submarine.
I used to get on them and ride them. We played on them things.
Well, I
Man, that
remember-
was a giant rocket ship going to the moon.
I just remember when I was a kid, when you seen them, they were painted up as a corn cob, a
Well, some
watermelon,
were.
a cow. You know, they would paint them up.
Ours were that nasty chalk white, so every time I got off of it, the inside of my pants were white, my shirt was white.
That's
my mom
because
said,
you got off of it, Dave.
I know.
Hey, bum, bum.
Ka-ching. Where's the rim shot? Come on.
Oh, I'm not.
Too late,
Area
too
all
late
day.
now.
I'm giving
So-
you gold here, kids.
Gold, work with me. No respect. No respect at
No,
all.
man. The other day, I for some reason got stuck watching Abbott and Costello.
How'd that go for you?
It was still funny.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I hadn't seen.
Timeless.
I watched Little Three Stooges, and I couldn't catch. I could. It was
The new one
bad.
or the old one?
In between, I think.
Okay, because the original ones are still kind of funny. I mean, it's
But-
pretty slapstick.
But the Abbott
it's
and
no worse.
Costello, I mean, I don't know. When you look back and think about the time era that they was doing that in, I'm like, yeah.
Well, my aunt just passed away here recently, and my
Sorry to hear
cousins
that,
just
Dave.
sent me a bunch of. It was time. She was ready. Yeah, she was ready. She's old, but they sent me a bunch of pictures, and I didn't have a lot of pictures of my grandmother and grandpa when my mom was a baby and stuff. And we're talking late 30s, early 40s and stuff. And it was pretty cool. My granddaughter looks exactly like my aunt at the same age. I mean, they look like twins.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool seeing all this stuff. And then a picture of my mom back in I would call it the 70s, where you remember the
Everything was
movie.
Big glasses and the
And she
straight
had the
hair.
big hair from like Car Wars time, the movie Car
Wow,
Wars,
yep.
and the clothes. And I'm like, wow.
The
It was
rayon
wild.
pants.
Yeah.
bell bottoms.
But it was pretty cool to see. So,
I bet you had bell bottoms, didn't you, Dave?
yes, I did. And we used to sew inserts into them, make them bigger. Used to take
Oh,
cloth. We
you was
half the time.
You was hip.
Oh yeah, you got to realize I was right in the mix of that.
Oh, you
my
were
school.
in the disco era, weren't you?
Yes.
Oh, can you imagine?
You got some platform shoes still?
No, I don't.
Do a little dance.
Make a little love.
Get down tonight. You guys sound just like the Bee Gees, just like them.
Hold on, I'm gonna sound like them right now. Ready? They're dead, Dave.
Only there's one still alive.
Oh, is there?
Just a bit messed up.
Oh,
That is so wrong in 6 ways, or 3 at least, unless you
three
want to count.
quarters. Yeah.
Well, 3 unless you count Andy. Andy Gibbs, come on, he was the starlight. Well,
I'll
we
tell
lost.
you what.
We lost another one this week, Lisa Marie.
Yeah, you might. I'm sure he'll listen to this, but when you said Andy, I was thinking of Andy that was on.
Oh,
this
no, not
last
that
time.
Andy.
No, hold on. I love talking to him just because his voice. He's got when he talk. He's so
Sure
monotone.
sounds like fun.
He's
Wish
very
I could have
monotone,
some.
and he'll say something, and he sort of has the pause. Yeah, and then he goes on, and I'm like, and
Pushing. Let's go. Give
and
him
he
a
cracks
little
on
play.
himself, and he's like,
here, man.
well, that's probably because you got me on here. I'm like, okay.
He was a
but
lot
yeah,
of fun, though.
Oh
He-
yeah,
he
I got a kick out of
Which
him.
Andy we talking about? I don't know who we're
Big
talking
Andy.
about.
Big
Andy.
7'9" Andy.
7'9".
You mean the real old guy?
Oh my God,
No,
was on the show last time,
the
bud.
young kid on the show last week. Andy drives the Peterbilt.
Oh, that Andy. Okay, yeah.
Holy shit! Did you see the fucking brakes bump and stop right there at the stoplight?
No, I usually just hit him.
You were stopped, dude. The engine was off.
The lights were on, but nobody was home.
I think it was the emergency, the check engine light, Dave.
I don't. You got to realize I don't memorize names. I don't care what their names are.
Don't
I just
memorize
hey,
names.
You don't-
anything.
hey, Bill.
no.
Hey, Jim.
I'm
he don't-
coasting.
Hey, Jim.
When
he
you
don't even
get
know
my
our
age,
names.
no, I don't.
That's right. That's right, Dave. Blame it on your age. That-
When you get my age, you don't care no more. You just move on.
Bill.
yeah, I can't
Dave
wait.
Heimer. Dave Heimers.
Yeah.
I told my brother's wife 2 years ago at a Christmas party, we're standing there and go, hey, Steve's wife. And she looked at me and goes, you forgot my fucking name. And I go, okay, we'll go with that.
It's the same as your bosses, and you forgot his too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Anyway,
Anyway,
how was
Move
your
on
week,
to our-
boys?
not bad. Good, not great.
I was in
Went out to-
Texas.
Another day in paradise, huh?
Yeah, went out to Connecticut, and
What?
it was
Connecticut, East Coast? No way.
see another one of them guys.
let
it
it be.
pays big.
I
yeah,
could care less.
it was a.
There's
huge
less
pain in the
traffic.
Hey, Dave,
Yes.
see this right here where I'm at? It pays the same every day.
hiney.
Yeah. No fun.
I know you
No
wanna say
fun.
something. I know you
No
wanna say
fun.
It wasn't a good run though, because when I got out there, it took
something. Van or dump?
dump. It came out of. I had to go all the way to Lewis. South to
Lewis.
yeah, it was a load of titanium turnings going out to someplace in Hartford.
Bob and
Connecticut.
Larry's.
Yeah,
Well,
some place.
I
like
told
that.
Zach and Chad if they get down here to Dixie Recycling again to call me, I'd take them out for lunch.
What is it? Zach come to work Monday. I seen him start his truck. I waved at him. He waved back at me. He turned around. I got my truck stopped, all my stuff put away. I went and got my paperwork. I got back to my truck. He got in his truck, turned it off, and drove away. And I'm like, and then I found out he was sicker than a dog. He went home Monday. Did you guys talk to him?
Uh-uh.
I ain't talked to him this week.
Yeah.
I've been out all week, so. And you guys are the only people I talk to on the phone anymore. So,
I talked to Steve, and then I get to talk to Mr. Positive every now and then.
Who's that?
Craig Houston.
Does
we're
he
gonna
listen to
get
the show?
sued.
I keep telling him. I said, he whines and complains. I said, man, you're bitching about stuff that really doesn't matter because you're saying 1 year and you're retiring. So just go with it,
Man, you would have to get up early in the morning to find something I'd give a shit about by some time. I mean, yeah.
That's with me. I'm just like,
Uh,
it is what it is.
cheesecake from the what's that truck stop do?
That would be Trucker World.
There you go, Trucker Roll
See,
cheesecake.
can't remember your name, but I can tell you where the damn cheesecake is. Oh, by the way, did I send you the picture of
The bologna.
Yes, I did
Yeah.
from Road
And
Dog.
What I send you back? You don't even remember, do you?
Of course he doesn't.
I don't know. Do I got to look it up because I don't remember either?
You don't remember either, huh?
He didn't send you nothing. He just.
No,
Hold
he
on.
did. He did send me something.
Me? Oh yeah, I respond.
Yeah, you sent me the guy going, awesome.
That's right, and the little fat kid dancing
Yeah.
right there. Hold on.
Just give it a second to. Yeah, there you go.
That's me dancing.
That's not the picture you show.
Well, at least your phone number's not at the top of that when I'm doing it.
That's the picture you show.
Yeah.
Now that, kids, is a fried bologna sandwich, and that is at 3FT approved Rockford Road Dog Fuel Stop.
Yes,
whatever
sir.
you call it.
Yes, sir.
There's a few places.
And I walked in there and they didn't have any. And she goes, "Darling, can I help you find something?" I said, "No bologna sandwich." She says, "Give me 5 minutes." I said, "Okay."
See,
She made 6 of them and put 4 out front and give
I'll
me
tell you
one.
right now, Dave. We was in Cincinnati yesterday. I think, yeah. And ate breakfast at IHOP. I had not been to an IHOP, I bet you, in 15 years, 12
Yeah,
years.
that's because you're old. You don't jump very well.
Well,
They got the best
there was,
pancakes.
I
They
tell
do
you
have
what,
good
I
pancakes.
did. I got a meal that had all the stuff. I'm like, it wasn't too bad.
No, it's good. I don't.
So you got
I
a
don't
grand
mind them.
slam?
That's Denny's, Dave.
No, I got a field goal, Dave.
You did that on purpose, didn't you, Dave?
No, not at all.
I feel like you either did it on purpose or you realized it like right in the middle of the word and you thought you'd play it
In
off.
the middle of the word.
Oh no.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, you gotta go to IHOP to get a good grand slam. You know. By the way,
I'm
what was the joke?
Glad.
What was the joke that I just heard the other day?
His shirt was the other
Something
day.
something about his Hooters and IHOP. Oh, dang it!
If you mix them together.
Yeah, it's something about hop.
I've heard it, but I
You
can't
know
remember.
what, too? Yeah, I can't remember.
If I
That's
knew
all
it,
we
I'd
get.
tell it. But
That's
Oh,
all that's
It
all
was
we
a
get.
dad's joke, and it was on three or 2 guys and a boy or whatever that show
2
was.
men and a baby.
Oh,
Yeah,
2.5 men.
2.5 men. The kid asked
3
it
guys
goes,
and a boy.
What'd you say? Well, I didn't hear what you was laughing about.
3 guys and a
3
boy.
guys and a boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sounds like after a
that's-
Sunday
that
mass.
sounds like a homophobic
Yeah, that-
show, Dave, where
3 guys and a boy.
somebody's pulling a train, and I don't know
Hey,
which one
hey,
it is.
hey! You cannot judge. One of them maybe felt a little feminist now.
I wasn't judging. I was labeling.
Bill, you feel like you need to do something, don't you? You just feel like just sit there and
I
enjoy
gotta get out
it.
of this
He's
chair,
squirming
man.
a little bit there. In
Oh,
his
I
chair.
gotta get out of this chair, dude. I've been in
He's
this
like-
chair
So
all
you got
day.
your Kinky Friedman butt plug in or something there? That we
He's
had?
like, "Oh man, I got to get this show back on the rails, man.
On the
These
track,
guys
on
are-
track.
on the
What
track."
rails? Got no rails. Are you kidding me?
rocket sled on rails.
This is just
thing's
like
been
a
spiraling out of control since day one.
this thing is just like one of those rides at the theme park. You never know where this roller coaster is going to take you.
Oh, yeah, 3 fat truckers. Just a reminder, everybody, we are going to be at the Mid America Truck Show at the end of March, beginning first day of
Woohoo!
that. Oh, looky there, yeah.
Yes.
See, we've got our social media expert, Steve Carney.
Oh, it ain't. No, it ain't expert.
He's posting.
He's our ticky tack girl.
No, I got a
The
new
only
phone and
problem-
couldn't figure out how to get back on our account. I called Bill. I said, "Hey, dude, what's it say on?" Oh, it's on our page. Oh shit. Okay.
By the way,
They mistake me for somebody that knows how to manage social media because I'm into computers.
yeah, I call Bill up and I say, "Bill, what did you think of that post there on Facebook?"
No,
I ain't been on
not a clue.
Facebook in a month.
Dude,
I said, "Well, never mind."
No,
Chunky Monkey put some good stuff up there.
He's
No,
only
I
on
see.
there when he wants to rant and rave about something.
Yeah.
And
By the way, let's get back to the Matt show because I got a
what?
couple.
Oh, Matt's. There you go.
Yeah, Mid American
Mid-America
Truck Show.
Truck Show. Yeah.
Woohoo! We're all set, guys. We got our shirts. The only thing I'm waiting on is the giveaway, the giveaway merch, which hurts.
Did you ever get your little your wheel with the clicker?
What?
The
in
dials
God's
that
name
you
are
said you was gonna do?
Oh, I don't think
Wheel of
I don't.
Fortune,
Yes,
spinner
I haven't
wheel, or-
decided if we're going to do that yet.
Well, yeah.
Do you
'cause
wanna
did-
do
I
it?
was looking forward to that.
Right, but I
don't
think
care.
you said you did a little bit of initial eyeballing and measurements, and it turns out that our
We
space.
don't have a lot. I've when Bill's going to
When you
come
put
over,
three
he don't
fat
know it.
truckers in a 10 by 10 spot,
Yeah.
then we're taking up all the space already without a table.
Yeah.
So.
Time you throw a table in there and some microphones and some lights and a camera and we're
Well,
let me
if
put
I
it this
make
way.
if I make it back up there again before it's the show time for the show, we need to try and do the mock thing in your garage.
Yes, I got it set up in the garage right now. I got it set up. I measured my wall so I know how big because I'm going Monday and having all that made. Since it's a holiday, I called the shop. They're open, and I'm not leaving. I told my travel agent not to send me early. He said, "Well, go when you can." I said, "Okay." So I'm going to stop over there and get that stuff made, the signs made, and we're about down to just minor stuff. So I got to do a little bit of don't make fun of my breathing.
That was you earlier. I'm like, what the hell?
Sinuses are good.
He had
So
to get up
I
and
got
go
a
to the
room
bathroom.
set. I got a room set. I got the building set. I got to do the electricity and the internet yet. Get the signs made and picked up, and our giveaway. So
There you go. So, have we anybody email us that they found our billboard yet, Bill?
Well, let's have a look, shall we? Gmail.
Did we ever hear back from the Australian?
I don't think so.
Boy, I was hoping we'd get some feedback from him.
good night, mate. What do you want to know? Oh, by the way, I follow on TikTok this country western singer girl from Australia. And every day she does what's different in the United States compared to Australia. And it makes me laugh because some of it's pretty bad. she goes, she goes, you people over here are the freest people in the world. Speed limit says 70, you drive 80, you don't get stopped.
Oh,
she
yeah,
says,
hell you say.
she says she's in Nashville. She says in over in Australia, the speed limit's 65 everywhere. They have cameras along the road and they mail you tickets.
Well, screw that.
She says
We're on
they
the honor
con-
system here.
Yeah. She goes, it ain't very honored. She goes, it's so funny. And she goes, kilometer. And then she was, do you guys know what Vegemite is?
Yeah.
You guys, two
it's-
deers in a headlight. It is nasty because I
Yeah.
have tried it.
It's,
But that is the
it's
number
a meat
one.
that they use in a sandwich, and it's all mixed together with a bunch of
Kraft makes it. It's a black tar
yeah.
mix,
There's
and
veggies
they spread
and
it on.
stuff in it. And
They spread it on their toast, and it is the nastiest stuff you can eat. It is not sweet. It is not very good. And they grew up eating it over there. So she brought it.
There's
did a big
lots
deal
of
on
stuff
it.
we eat that's not very good, Dave. But it's the old common denominator. Once you get past the smell, you got it licked.
Well, that's true.
Oh.
That's what half of the people said about my fried bologna sandwich. Once you get by the smell, it ain't so bad.
Yeah, but that smell's what reels me in, by golly.
We used to, in the old barbecue days when I was competition and selling, we would chomp up a bunch of Vidalia onions and cook them right there on a flat top on the grill. And everybody goes, "What's the onions for?" And it's to draw your ass over here because everybody loves the smell of cooking onions.
Mm-hmm.
That is just one of the things. You guys are concentrating too hard. Look at me. Look at me.
No, I just found a thing that says, it's not going to play it here, but something about no parking at the Loves from March 3rd to the
By the way, the new Loves is
3rd
open.
to the 13th for 10 days for some reason. I was trying to see what it was saying.
Which Loves are all of them?
I don't know.
The
Can't
new
cut
Loves
off
right
people
there.
From all of the loves. There's like 400 of them things.
Do you know how many upset flip-flop drivers you'll have?
Oh, dude, that means they're gonna be getting into a pilot will be.
Oh, I don't go to the Pilot anymore. I'm down to the mom and pop and the petrol.
I get my
'Cause
fuel
it's-
at the pilot, just because that's what they want us to do.
I'd rather mom and pops anymore.
I'm mom and pop, and I get my
if
fuel.
I
at
was
Oh
the
yeah,
club.
I mean, as far as going inside or dealing with people or buying anything, I'm mom and pop all the way. And you're
Unless
less
there's a
likely
Trucker's
to-
World, because they have some good food.
Trucker's World is a bit of a. I don't know how to put my finger on what type of business that is because it's clearly not.
It's
You-
like
you
the
know what
old
I'm
Joe
saying?
Ho. It's like the old Joe Ho's. Remember them? The old
Yeah.
Joe Ho, JoJo truck stops.
JoJo's. I found
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
them in Emlenton, PA, the other day.
Yep.
I
Yep.
didn't-
A
I guess I
pilot
did
just-
know that.
Just bought the one out. It was on exit 45 there on 80. That used
That's
to be
what I'm
one.
talking about.
Yeah,
Emlenton
the-
Truck Plaza. Yeah.
Yep, right next to the Peterbilt
Okay.
dealership. Yeah, the Pilot just bought that one out. But
This
you go
is-
inside
this is
there.
what this is the video. I found that video that I was telling you, Dave. I'll share it to you.
Okay.
See if you can work out how to get the audio piped through.
Yeah. Think,
Can you share your screen? Let's see how he does, Bill. We'll test him.
I'm trying to see how I can share it here.
Down there, no, there's a little button down there. It says share your screen
And
right
you can
next to
either
your
share
mic.
a screen or you can share a window.
No. But I'm not on. I'm on on another.
Oh, well then open up another instance of VDO.
Yeah, just
on
open
that
the tab
machine.
above that one, put it on there, and then you can share it.
Which would be probably be better because then your face will stay up.
Then you'll look at us.
No. Let's see here.
He didn't want to do it.
I'm trying to figure out
He's struggling.
Where's my share my screen thingy?
It's the one down there that looks like a piece of paper standing straight up and down.
I've got crumpets.
Share
Crumpets?
a file with the group.
When did you get crumpets?
None ya.
None yet? I have cinnamon rolls that I keep in the freezer. And there's one right around the corner there, but I gotta have. I went and had Mexican today. I was in the mood for some good Mexican food.
Where'd you go?
Casa Grandes, DuPont, and Coldwater.
Well, I'll do it this way because I know you can play it through.
Send it to Bill.
Oh, okay.
You can play it through on your board. I thought.
I don't have my. I'm not. We're not on the board. I'm just on my. I'm back to my old setup. It's sitting right here. I mean, I could hook it all up, but it ain't no sense all hooking it all up if it's just me. it's meant for four of
What the
us.
hell? Okay, share.
You need one of them scarlets like he's got. I'm gonna get one
What do you want me to send it to you, Bill? Text message.
too. You know
Messenger.
what? Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
So I can bring it up right here on the screen.
Okay. This guy's name. He has his own page and everything. Does a lot of stuff on the TikTok and internet
I'm trying to
stuff.
get Mother Trucker to come on our show.
That's this guy, Mother Trucker. And
Okay,
that's-
yeah. I've
this
already
is
sent
one
him
of
some
his-
emails.
This is one of his videos. I like him.
Well-
He's very informative for truck drivers.
Right. And people send him all this stuff. That's how he gets it.
Did you get
He
it?
don't go out.
Operation Lot Lizard.
Yeah, he just got
And
married.
it's not what you think, Bill. It's about truck parking.
He just got married a week ago.
But I've watched quite a few of his, and
Yep.
he it's really good for the truckers. I mean, everything he does.
Yeah, he gets on there and he takes videos and hunts them down and then shows everybody so everybody can see him. He's got a nice show.
He was
but
the
I want
one
to get him.
the one time I found about the guy getting DOT'd in the parking lot in line to get his truck tire fixed, and they wanted to DOT him for it
Yeah.
while he was waiting in line.
Yeah, it was Tennessee, wasn't it?
Oh, it was terrible. I don't know where it was.
Yeah, I see. And he had
Did
a.
you get it,
and
Bill?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
yeah, Mother Trucker's pretty good. I've talked to him.
This here's telling
You
you
guys hear
about. No.
Not yet. Somebody's in the back seat. That's
no
never
sound,
good.
Bill.
You can't hear it?
Nope.
No.
I don't know what to not do about that.
Well, it's Channel 7. I see that. 77 degrees, 10:24 in the morning.
Miami-Dade County, that's what it is, Florida.
Yep.
Nope,
Now
no
they're
sound.
that
complaining
was
about
That was some
beautiful
ugly ass
area.
parking.
Let's try this.
Spent the day busting
There you go.
illegal
There you go.
parking lots like this one. They called it Operation Lot Lizard.
What's going on, Mother Truckers? Welcome to Mother Trucker News. I need to make this video because I've had so many truck drivers emailing me, sending me links, and asking me to go to Miami right now. You know, if you haven't seen, and I love this channel right here, by the way, you know, Truckers Assistant, you know, they put up news information and clips on TikTok and on social medias as well. And they put one up
I've been
today
there.
that got, I mean, it went viral. And basically, Miami-Dade area, you know, law enforcement, they cracked down. They had something called a Lot Lizard Operation or Operation Lot Lizard, and they supposedly cracked down on all these truck drivers that are parking at like a local farm. So they make it sound like it's this big illegal thing. So I have every truck driver and their mom emailing me and messaging me saying, Alex, can you please go down there and get the report today? There is only one problem with that. The situation is real, and I 100% would say that the government that needs to really jump in and find more truck parking for truck drivers, because this right here, does it really need to? They're making it like a big sting operation that truck drivers should be all arrested, which they tried to do, and they arrested the owner of the property in Miami for having some land and having truck drivers park in a safe place. I cannot go down there today because it did not happen today. You know, overall, please, you know, go follow Truckers Assistant. I think they have great information, but all I'm saying is
He's
I
banging the
cannot
mic
personally
with
go
his
out there today
hat.
because here is a newscast of when this did happen, and I want to show you guys this right here. Is, you know, let me read this for you. So April 22 of 2021. So this is actually the breakdown, and they covered this big sting operation. You know, they're calling it Lot Lizard, Operation Lot Lizard. Police crack down on Redlands illegal big rig parking lots. You know, basically these residents are complaining, and because of it, they had this big sting operation where they arrested the owner, and they were looking to arrest all the truck drivers that parked there. You know, a lot of people are saying, you know, in the comments, why are they arresting truck drivers and what did they do that was illegal? And honestly, at that point, it has to deal with zoning. But the big part about it is definitely 100% great PSA. I love it, but it did not happen today. It happened a year and a half ago, and I just want to let the trucking community know that this is something that is not current. Yes, they are still breaking down and doing these sting operations in South Florida, but as far as me going out there and broadcasting it and giving a live look, I just can't do that today. Mother Truckers, comment down below. What are your thoughts about this overall? I definitely think it's great PSA to say, hey, look, why are they treating truck drivers like criminals when all we're trying to do is have safe parking?
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. The problem is they're
Hold
just
on.
trying to do with the zoning.
Let him get it off there. We're echoing.
Yeah.
We good? There we are.
Yeah, they're trying to bust him because people complain about zoning, but you
Well,
can do
zoning
any, you
and
can do any.
All the noise and stuff people that live around.
But
the
if you
property.
own the property and it's zoned for commercial, there's nothing you can do with about it. That's the only thing. If he gets it rezoned,
But no, I like that guy. He's got a lot of good videos on.
yeah, he
Well,
puts a lot of.
I
I'm trying to
wonder-
get him to come on. I want him to come on and do a show with us.
I mean,
so-
I'd like to get him on. Yeah.
Yep.
I
I'm
wonder if
working-
part of the problem is the crime that some places. I mean,
Well,
you know,
they're saying lot lizards. So what they're telling me, they were going in after prostitutes, and it sounded like just their
Nah, I
excuse to
think
get
it
in
was-
there.
It was just. I think they used the wrong title. It was. It had
You
nothing
think
to
that
do.
was
It
just
had
a
nothing
title,
to
it
do
had
with
nothing to
the
do with-
actual like what you're thinking. Lot lizard means. I mean. They
Oh,
didn't
I-
mention- They didn't mention any of that, even in the news story and stuff. It was they were just calling it that.
Well, that's what lot lizards are. Nobody
I know. I
knows
think they
lot
were
lizards.
misinformed on what they were using the title for as well.
Oh, I think it was just the excuse to get in there. The boss said, there's prostitution going on. Go in there and bust it up. So,
Maybe.
so
But yeah,
well,
he's
that's in there.
he's got quite a few helpful
Videos. Yeah.
Well, it's
got a- you got
a
a
lot
link
more
to his-
informative to pass it on to the trucking community.
Yeah, I
So-
can give
and
you a
he's
link.
got
You want a
quite
link
a
to
few
it?
subscribers.
Put a link to his site in the show notes.
All right, I'll
and
do that.
We'll make sure
Right
that
now. Give him
yeah.
a little love. We'll share him.
I
a
wouldn't
little
mind trying to get him on here just to
Yep.
talk to him because he's
Yeah,
got
why
a lot of stuff. I mean, he could probably get you a little more informative on that California stuff we keep covering every once in a while too. But I think himself he's in the Florida areas where he's at. Isn't
He
Dave?
is.
Yeah.
He just got married last week, and it was funny.
Did he?
did his show, yeah. Him and
cool.
his wife. So,
But yeah,
Well, we do have an article here, and it's something that's been grinding Dave's gears a little bit.
well, I was reading it, and I
you
did some
dropping
more
your
research.
transmission, Dave, grinding some gears.
Yeah, you got to find them. But it keeps saying port and railroad yards, but yet if that's the way the bill is written, but yet you read other ones that says, I had like 3 posted up there, and they all basically say the same thing. But we'll let you guys go through that. I'll get some information here and get it in the show notes. And,
Yeah, because that way I can put it on the website, and there it'll be.
right. So,
So we've got written up here at the top of the show notes, these new California trucking laws take effect January 2023. The most pressing change occurring at the end of this year is that drayage trucks manufactured with an engine year model of 2007 to 2009 will no longer be permitted to operate in the state's ports and rail yards. Engines prior to that year were already banned. Okay, and then the article is titled California Trucker, Older Engines Off the Road. DOL's Walsh Talks Unions. And this is from freightwaves.com. Article was written Friday, January 13th of this year. California trucking sector kicked off the new year with an updated set of regulations and a visit from the Secretary of Labor with the state's AB5 independent contractor law as a regulatory backdrop. The latest step that went into effect on the road to a fleet of zero emissions vehicles by 2035 is that on January 1st, no vehicles with an engine prior to the 2010 year could be on the road. The vehicle itself can be older as long as it has an upgraded engine. There are no signals from the market of a squeeze in capacity as a result of the January 1st changeover, which is the latest graduated step that started by taking pre-1994 vehicles off the road at the start of 2015. The Outbound Tender Rejection Index, OTRI, for Los Angeles and the FreightWaves Sonar dashboard dropped from a recent high of 4.34% in mid-July to 2.36% in Wednesday. At that number, Los Angeles has a lower OTRI than the national OTRI of 4.69%, suggesting no capacity issues in that freight or in that key freight market as a result of the latest engine requirements. Yeah, that's because they're not doing it. And we got a couple of charts here.
Oops.
I've got a couple of charts here that are kind of outlining that nonsense that they're spitting right there. That weakness in the OTRI has come even as volume has increased, according to the Outbound Tender Volume Index for Los Angeles, which has 192.11 at the beginning of the year and 265.82 on Wednesday. For the first almost 2 weeks of the year, LA volume has increased alongside a weakening of capacity. The gradual withdrawal of older engines following the first move at the start of 2015 was extended to 1994-95 vehicles a year later. That was followed by a series of restrictions that went into effect on New Year's Day in each of the 4 years that now has phased out vehicles from 2000 to 2009. California Air Resource Board regulations hold vehicles that are 2010 or newer as fully compliant with existing emissions regulations. A CARB spokesman said its estimate of the number of trucks that would fall under the regulation is approximately 36,900 for trucks registered in California and 192,400 for trucks registered in other states. Joe Rajkovitz, I apologize.
They're always
pretty
easy
good.
names to pronounce, aren't they? Aren't they, Bill?
I mean, Lord, of the Western States Trucking Association said that the estimates last year of CARB were that 70,000 trucks would be impacted. He said that figure was supplied by CARB when WSTA sought a delay in the rule. Well, if it was going to be anywhere, it'd be California, wouldn't it?
Yes, it always starts there.
So what's the moral of the story? Don't do business in California?
Well, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the particle down out of the exhaust. So they started in, I think, 13, did it say, where they just keep
15.
eliminating 15. They just keep eliminating engines, and we're up to 9 now. And I think it's 2035 that you can't even buy a gas-powered car. So in California, so
What I wish they would do is a grandfathered kind of thing where if you're already set up and you've got equipment bought and in production in your company that's older than this, you're grandfathered in, but nobody can buy any more vehicles.
well, one of the other articles that was I read earlier said if you have an older truck and you order a new truck, you can buy time by like long as you show the papers that you have ordered a truck. They said there's no time limit until you get the truck, so you might be able to buy yourself a year or so, maybe 2 at the most. But I agree with what you're saying about timeline. So
Yeah, because you might have people that literally have that are 100% vested in the equipment that they've got already, and new equipment is just not on the radar. Now, if they would do some sort of program like they did with the when they were trying to get some cars off the road, put give people a type of discount or some kind of voucher system where
Right.
you trade in the old vehicle, you get, such and such off the new vehicle, then I can understand. But just to pull people, just to yank everybody's chain cold turkey like that, it ain't right.
so
Okay.
There you go.
Dave just added a link to.
I did this on my phone, so I've never done it on my phone. So
I'm
But-
going to turn it into a link.
thank you. I see you doing it. So there you go.
A link to the YouTube page that for the video that we just showed there. Pretty cool guy, pretty cool cat. Let him know where you heard about him.
Yep.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind having a little bit of that.
Like and subscribe on his,
Yeah.
and like and subscribe on ours.
Yes, like and subscribe on
For
on
sure.
both pages.
Yeah.
I
He
sort of-
he's usually at the truck show, so we'll get a chance to meet a lot of these guys in person. They were all down there last year. And
Sure.
stuff,
That'd
so.
be awesome.
I got some other guys that I'm following on YouTube. That a gentleman out of Atlanta. He's a pretty cool guy.
I found a couple dad joke stories for you, Dave.
I like
Bill-
a good dad.
It's the ones that it's called the moral of the story. And then Bill says, "You know what the moral of the story is, Dave?" And so I giggled a little bit because I was reading
Yeah.
a couple here. But
So you're giving
Here.
me the rest of the story.
Oh my!
How many of you truckers remember
tell-
that old thing?
that
You
one,
betcha.
old Gary Burbank, yes.
No, the
The
rest of
old-
the story that
No,
was
the
That's
rest was
Paul Harvey, but Gary
Paul
Burbank
Harvey.
was the old Roy D. Mercer
Yep.
That was not Roy D. Mercer.
Earl Pitts.
Earl Pitts, American.
Yeah.
Earl
Yeah.
Pitts, American Pitts.
Yeah.
You know
He
what
he
makes
he
me
was on
sick?
with the trucking bozo.
You know, Mike
back
makes
in
so
that
angry.
day.
WLW, yes, sir.
Yeah.
700 AM. Now here it says,
His son's still doing that show. He'll be at the match show
Steve
too.
Summers, yeah.
Yep.
Here it says, a priest was driving along and saw a nun on the side of the road, Dave.
Okay.
He stopped and offered her a lift, which she accepted.
Okay.
She got in, crossed her legs, and forced the habit to open and reveal a leg. The priest looks and nearly has an accident. After changing gear, he lets his hand slide up her leg. She immediately says, "Father, remember Psalm 129. The priest says, "Sorry," and removes his hand, but is unable to remove his eyes from her leg. Further on, when he changes gears and gets as he ogled at her leg at the zillionth time, he lets his hand slide up the leg again. The nun once again says, "Father, remember Psalm 129. Arriving at the covenant, the nun gets out and the priest goes on his way. Once he arrives at his church, he rushes to the Bible and looks up Psalm 129. And it says, "Go forth and seek. Further up you will find glory."
Poor bastard.
The moral of the story, Bill,
Read your Bible.
Make sure
in
you have
your
a Bible with
job, in your job should always be well informed, or you may miss a great opportunity.
you. Yeah.
That's almost as good as I heard an interview with I think Kevin Hart.
Oh, I love him.
He's hilarious.
And I
His
think
baby.
the interview was he was living with his mom and couldn't pay the rent, and he was doing the interview, and she says, "Are you reading your Bible?" And he says, "Yeah, Mom, I'm reading my Bible." And but he would call her week after week after week and say, "Mom, I need rent money. They're going to throw me out." And she goes, "Son, just read your Bible. It'll be fine." And then finally he's so frustrated, he sits down. She had the rent money in the Bible every month.
See, she could have just told him that, but
No, but that's not the point.
yeah.
Do what your mom says.
Here, I got another one for you, Dave. It says, one day at the end of class, little Billy, there he is right there at the bottom of the screen.
Little Billy.
Teacher
Yeah,
has the
for little
class
Billy.
go home and think of a story and then conclude the moral of that story. And the next day, Billy tells his story.
Yeah, this ain't
He
good.
says, "My dad fought in the Vietnam War. His plane was shot down over enemy territory. He jumped out before it crashed with only a case of beer, a machine gun, and a machete. On the way down, he drank the case of beer. Unfortunately, he landed right in the middle of 100 Vietnamese soldiers. He shot 70 with his machine gun, but ran out of bullets. So he pulled out his machete and killed 20 more. But the blade of his machete broke, so he killed the last 10 with his bare hands." The teacher looks in shock at Billy and asks, "Is there possibility any moral to this story?" Billy replies, "Yeah. Don't mess with my dad when he's been drinking."
That's a good one, yeah.
I'm like, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're
There's a
getting
couple
up there, and
cute ones on here, but yeah.
getting up there in time. I guess we could go ahead and wrap it up. Like and
Oh.
subscribe. Email the show at 3ftpodcast.org. Our website is 3ftpodcast.org. You can comment directly on there.
If I tell you who that is, I didn't.
Is it
Is that
the
your
neighbor?
It's the neighbor.
Oh, please. No, it's not through the board, is it?
That's
yeah.
why he didn't hook the board up. He knew she was going to
Oh,
call.
my
Yeah.
God.
He told her, "Now you wait until 9:00 before you call me tonight. By God, I got a show tonight." Her clock's about 6 minutes past.
She has cable, and they're gouging her like $180. And I said, "Stick an antenna up there." And so she called her son, and he goes, "I don't know what to buy." And he told her to tell me to buy it. So I bought her one of them little magnetic antennas.
So her kids don't want to help her at all.
Oh no, they don't.
Oh, what a shock.
Yeah, what imagine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Great kids.
he bought her the house. He bought her the house.
She wants it bad, dude.
I know, and I'm
Give her
not
my
talking.
number. Give her my number, Dave.
I will send it to her. No. I will forward it on. Call Steve.
All right.
Hold on, my phone's ringing.
Oh, all right, kids. Let's wrap it up.
By the way, I'm in the middle of a show. Nobody can hear you, but I'll give you Steve's number. He wants you to call him. Okay? All right, I got to go.
On that note, we'll be back in a fortnight. Until then, I've been Bill.
And just before we leave, you cannot leave them hanging this week. We have an outtake video that we haven't decided to put out, and it would explain everything.
We decided.
We decided not
Well,
to put it out.
It may not go out at now.
Although
but-
it is
No,
not destroyed.
we need to keep building it up, Bill, and
Okay.
then we will release it live at Matt's.
Oh my.
Okay. All right, Bill. I apologize for the interruption. You may
That's
continue.
All right, kids. We'll see you in 2 weeks. I promise. I guess we made it this long.
That's
Thanks
right.
for watching, everybody. We appreciate it. Like and subscribe. 3ftpodcast.org. Until then, I've been Bill.
And Dave for show 26 coming up.
And Steve, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful week. Everybody be safe out there.
We'll see you guys.